my soul tribe. Thank you so much for joining today's reading session. Today, we're going to focus on love and romance for you. At the very beginning of this session, I have prepared 3 different pictures for you to choose from. Now, because this reading is all about love, relationship, and your soulmate journey, I've chosen carefully 3 different images. They're all about soulmates, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. You can resonate, right? You can see which one you feel comfortable with that is more sort of like related to your energy. And you can go to the pile directly based on the timestamp that I provided. Now, I understand that some of you guys maybe are saying, oh, but all these images are, men and women, but what if I'm looking for a same-sex partner? It doesn't really matter, right? Physically, whether you are a man or woman, whatever you identify with, we're really talking about the soul journey. And so always the divine feminine will be attracted to the divine masculine and vice versa. So despite your physically what you identify with or what you're attracted to, at the end of the day, this all will all apply. Okay. Now, of course, during the reading, because this is a general reading, I'll try to focus more on the so-called heterosexual relationships, men, women. But of course, if you are a gay man or a gay woman, please feel free to interpret this in your own way. All right. Now, with all that being said, let's get started with our pile number 1. All right, our pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining your reading. This is going to be a little bit like a love prediction, and I will also give you some advice about what's going to happen next for your love and relationship. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm going to shuffle Oracle of the Celestial Deities. I'm going to pull 4 cards, right, for you. Let's have a look at where you are now and what is a progression for love. Okay. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe, right? 4 cards. Thank you. First card, Hercules. Second card, Vulcan. Third card, Juno. Wow. And fourth card, Neptune. Okay. Very interesting energy. Okay. So first of all, pile number 1. Doesn't matter whether you're single or you're partnered with someone or you have someone already in your life. The first thing that I'm already seeing here is that you have been going through a little bit difficult time. Okay. And wow, with this energy, I have a lot of empathy for your situation. And I do believe that this involves a lot of healing energy for you anyway. First of all, the Hercules energy sitting in the first house is talking about the inner strengths that you are cultivating. Or sometimes, it is your own choice, right? To be strong. Sometimes you don't have a choice because you have to deal with challenges. You have to deal with, for example, for singles out there, right? You have to deal with this keep being disappointed, right, by the reality, right? And for some of you guys, this could also be about if you have a partner, this could be saying that you might be struggling, right, a lot with someone at this moment because you can't see things through. You don't know what's happening, right? Certain things is not being revealed to you. Hercules is really telling you that sometimes it's very, very important that you can go inward within yourself to understand what triggers you, what triggers your frustration, what triggers your anger, and what triggers your sometimes it's even just the sadness that we have, right? Due to the frustration and due to sometimes, it's a little bit like the negative thinking that we have. Why does it have to happen? Why can't things be easier? Why can't things just go my way? Why does it have to be like this all the time? And so with Vulcan, this energy here, this could also be saying that sometimes when it comes to love and relationship, you might be feeling a little bit, how do I describe this? Not feeling that you are confident enough or not feeling that you are being validated and appreciated 100%. A lot of you guys choosing pile number 1, you're extremely attractive. Okay. One of the things that I'm sensing from this energy is that you are actually extremely attractive. You are absolutely lovable, but somehow maybe it's because the person that you are choosing is not really validating you. Or maybe if you're single, that the dates that you tend to go on, or just the people that you tend to meet, sometimes they are not the best at really seeing your value. See, this is something very interesting. Like I had this conversation with a friend and I said, it's not important that everyone thinks you're a 10, but your partner has to think you're a 10, right? We don't give a shit about, some kind of random friend saying that, oh, I think you are just a 5 or 4. But if my partner thinks I'm a 10, I'm happy with that, right? Because that's what matters, right? We don't have to be loved and we don't have to be appreciated by everyone around us. But if you choose to be with me, at least I have to be a 10 for you. So this is a little bit like that kind of energy. I think that maybe at this moment, you're just not really meeting the right person, problem number one. And you are a 10, okay? But it's a little bit like you are with the wrong person. It's a bit like you're barking off the wrong tree. And then they might feel like you're not, or you might be feeling that, I know that I'm lovable. I know that I have a lot to give and a lot to contribute to love, but why? Now, with Juno and Neptune sitting together, there's a very strong message here. Now, this will apply to 50% of you guys who are watching this video. If you have someone in mind you're thinking about, this Juno and Neptune tells me something very, very interesting. This is saying that the person that you're thinking about, there's something that they're hiding from you. Okay. Now, however, I don't think this is something that is particularly vicious. I think this could be something that they are not comfortable with discussing, or they're not comfortable for you to see at this moment yet. And thus, you might be feeling that, okay, sometimes maybe I'm talking to you, you are around me, right? Whatever, but why am I not, it's almost like you're saying things, but I'm not really hearing everything. It's a little bit like that. There's a sense of mystery actually there as well. And with this energy, pile number one, I really, really want you to relax. I know this sounds really horrible, right? As a reader, to tell my clients to relax, right? I'm sorry, right? This is not what I mean. But this Juno and the Vulcan and the Hercules energy tells you that you have to really look at who you are fighting for. Is it really worth your time? Is it really worth your energy? Is it really worth all that effort that you are putting into, winning someone over, winning someone's validation? Is it something really you want to do? Now, if you are single and this is just some kind of random guy or random girl making you feel this way, that would be easy. You can just cut them out, right? And you can rebuild your confidence. But if you're already married, if you have a long-term partner and this is how they make you feel, I really would highly recommend us to think about what is your vision in love, right? And if you're trying to really to save a relationship or to do everything, maybe it's more important for you to heal yourself first. Because I really feel that this could also be something that, when you're with the wrong person, they keep triggering you. And even though you want to go on the journey of healing, it's hard. Okay. Let's pull a little bit more cards about this, right? Pile number one, I do feel that there's definitely showing that there's some kind of very important personal healing that we need to do first before you move on to the next relationship. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's pull 3 cards, right, from the tarot. Mythic Tarot. Thank you so much. Pile number one, let's get some guidance. Let's find love, right? Let's find true love. Let's find true passion. Let's find true soulmate. Thank you, universe. 7 of Pentacles. Now, this is very interesting because 7 of Pentacles, this card has a lot to do with reevaluation. Look at what you're dealing with now and take a pause. Try not to be pushed left or right by your raw emotion. Hercules in the first house could very much about your emotional, right? And a lot of the decisions you are making at this period of time is based on how you feel or based on how you have been feeling instead of what is a rational decision. The 7 of Pentacles has a lot to do with looking at a situation and judging it again, okay, based on your rationality. So first of all, I would say take a pause and look at the situation and think about also what exactly that is a thing that you truly need and you truly want. That would work the best for you. Next, the Queen of Wands. Okay, now the Queen of Wands is talking about faith and enthusiasm. I like this energy a lot. I actually usually associate the Queen of Wands as a person that is very, very optimistic. They know their value, they know they're attractive. Queen of Wands is a very attractive person. Okay, now of course, usually this is a divine feminine energy. If you're a woman watching this video, this is your energy, okay? If you are a man looking for a woman, this Queen of Pentacles could be a very attractive female person that you are dealing with at this moment. Now, because you got 7 of Pentacles next to this card, it's talking about either you needing to take the time to reevaluate the situation, who you're with, what you want, why you're in that situation. If you're looking for a woman, Okay, this Queen of Wands could be saying that you needing to make the reevaluation about this specific woman, about what you are being attracted to, okay, specifically regarding this divine feminine energy. Now, for those of you guys who are guys and you say, but you're looking also for a man, the Queen of Wands can still be about your energy. Okay, this is the energy in you related to your passion, your desire, and what you think you deserve. Okay. Now, next we have got, wow, the Knight of Cups, celebration, wish fulfillment, everything coming coming for you. Okay, I love this. Okay, so one of the things that I'm actually seeing here about this pile number one is that you do have a soulmate. Okay, just in case you wonder, okay, Letao, you told me all about this. Okay, something that I was not sure about. I was not confident. I need a healing, but where is my guy or where is my girl? This Knight of Cups is telling you that every wish will be fulfilled for you. But I also feel that there could be some divine timing that is very important. Now, because you got Seven of Pentacles, this card is sitting in the first position. I would say for some of you guys, this could be about 7 months time. So if we're thinking about now, we're in around November time. So we're really talking about 2026 around summertime. So this is gonna take a little bit time for you to kind of like develop, right? Things and reevaluate your situation and think about what you truly want. The other thing about Nine of Cups is also talking about a personal healing journey anyway. Nine of Cups is at least emotionally you feel fulfilled and you feel more balanced. So even if in the worst case scenario, let's say in about 6 months time, you are still single, this is going to be a happy single rather than a like a lonely single, if you know what I mean, right? The Queen of Wands is your confidence, and the Nine of Cups is your contentment, right? Feeling good about who you are. Also, because we're seeing a celebration here, I do wonder that if you need to go to an event or some kind of party, right, to socialize in order for you to meet your person. Okay, very interesting. Now let's pull one card from the major arcana. Okay, what's the general advice about this? Okay, thank you, universe. The death card. Okay, this card has a lot to do with transformation, change, and releasing the past patterns. So there are several different ways we can interpret this. Okay, pile number one. First of all, it's very possible that you might be dealing with the wrong person at this moment, and you must end this, the wrong thing, in order for you to move on to the next. Now, when I say end the old thing, I'm not just talking about on the surface we're ending it, saying, okay, we're breaking up. You need to completely eliminate this person's energy out of your life because this is somehow draining you, and this could also trigger you here or there. The other thing about this energy is that the death card usually tells you that it's going to be a complete transformation energy for you. And what I mean by that is that the next relationship coming for you is not going to be something that is more or less similar to what you have been dealing with. It's not going to be the same feelings that you have to go through, the insecurity, the worry, the fear, right? And this, constant struggle, you put on the other hand, on the other end, and then putting on this end, it's almost like we're doing a tug of war, right? It's not going to be like this. This death card tells you that whatever the past, you've experienced is already ending, and let that go and let that be. And your past does not need to define your future anyway. Okay? Beautiful energy. All right. Now, let's pull one card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. One of the things you just have to really remember about number one, right? I'm just suddenly seeing this message here. It's almost like anyone who makes you feel not valuable, anyone makes you feel that you are less than what you're worth. It's just not the right person. And I don't care if you think that you have a connection. Okay, I've hear this a lot from clients in my personal sessions. Oh, but we do have a connection. One of the things it's delusional. Okay, connection cannot be true if you are not feeling you're being valuable with that person. And I'm gonna go back to the very first thing that I said in this reading session. Yes, maybe that you're not a 10, right? From the based on the general, I don't know, right? The standard in the society, maybe you are not a 10, okay? But from your partner's perspective, you must be a 10. If your partner cannot see you a 10, your partner says, oh, you know what, you're okay, you're like a 6, 7. This is the wrong person for you. Okay. Your partner needs to be the one who sees your value. Okay. This is, because you got this Juno, Vulcan, Juno, Hercules energy there. It's really saying that you have to feel that you're precious and you are the only one for them. It's almost like there could be a million good looking people walking by you, but you only want to look at me. Does that make sense? Okay. One card as your advice, pile number 1. Destiny, Oedipus. Very good. Look, this card has a lot to do with this death card because it tells you that what's meant to end, it will end. Okay. Keep resuscitating the toxic relationship. Stop resuscitating the relation that is just half-hearted. You have to do 100%, 200%, and you're getting 20% back. It's not for you. Pile number 1, please know your value. Please know that you're amazing. You're beautiful. You deserve everything that you are wanting in your mind. And please don't sell yourself short. This is really what I say. This destiny card, Oedipus, just tells you that what is meant to be yours will be yours. Again, trust that divine timing. Okay. This is a spread that is very sort of like divine timing driven, I feel. Okay. Whoever that is choosing this pile. All right. So let's put some extra card. Okay. One more card from the Citadel Oracle. Thank you so much. All right. Let's just get one card. Love, pile number 1. The Puppeteer, okay? Explanation and apologies. So what does that card mean? Okay, this card has a lot to do with you needing to be able to pluck up your courage, come out of your shell, and communicate and say what you want to say. This could be about you needing to, for example, draw very clear boundaries with the person you're dating, with the person that you're already with now. Sometimes this card also tells you that if you're single, if you're wanting to meet new guys and new girls, you also have to have the courage to be proud of who you are and sort of like just come to the front line and say, this is who I am. I do this, I'm a part of this, and this is who I am, right? You can judge me, but if I'm not your cup of tea, then I'm not your cup of tea, right? It's a little bit like that. This Puppeteer tells you not to hide behind the curtain, right? And kind of like, looking at things kind of like shy and not unsure. Oh, but what's going on? You tell me first, right? And then I'll decide. This tells you to be very, very upfront. I'm like this. I'm looking for this, and is this what you want? Is this what you're looking for? Okay. This card tells you to be very, very upfront with your communication. It does not mean that you need to be rude, but it does mean that you need to be very clear. Okay. And this also has a lot to do with your value, right? If you're really clear about who you are, you will have no problems communicating that. Thank you so much, my beautiful pile number 1. This is a quick soulmate and love reading for you. By the way, if you wonder what kind of person that you are supposed to be with, by the way, I'm gonna pull one more card, okay, before I finish. I want to pull one card from the animal spirit. Let's see what kind of qualities your future partner carries. Right? I'm sure you want to know this, right? Okay, let's ask the universe. What about number 1? Okay, who is your future partner? What kind of energy does this guy or girl carry? Okay, thank you so much. We're gonna pull this one. Thank you, universe. The horse. Wow. Now, in terms of physical traits, okay, horse is a very strong person. Okay, so one of the things I sense about this energy is that this person has very strong legs. Okay, horse, they're very muscular. Okay, especially because they run. Okay, very fast, right? So this is usually showing that they're very solid legs, lower body. Okay, they love sports. Maybe they do some kind of physical training. Horse is very much sort of like that kind of stamina energy, right? So one of the things I sense for part number 1 is that I feel that either you might be very attracted to the so-called sporty type of guy or girls, or maybe it's very possible that you might even meet them, right, in a sports event, or you might meet them in your gym, right? Some kind of, that kind of situation, right? This is definitely not a couch potato. This is not someone who has, either they're overweight or they have, no knowledge about, training or health or nutrition. Of course, even though horse is a running animal, it does not mean that this person has to be a runner. They could do any type of sports, right? Because they like to move their body. Sometimes, could even, if you're looking for a girl, this could even be about a dancer. Okay, a girl who dances, right, who has a lot of strength, right, in their legs and in their toes, could be a ballet dancer. If this is a guy, this could be about a guy who also does a lot of physical training. Okay, very beautiful energy. All right, thank you so much, my beautiful pal number one. This is your quick reading. If you enjoy the reading, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. And I'll see you soon in the next reading session. Bye. Hello, pile number two. You have chosen this one, okay? It's a beautiful blue picture with a couple. They're looking at the moon. If you're attracted to this picture, this is reading for you. Now, first of all, let's pull 4 cards, right, from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at your current love journey, okay? What is your energy right now, what you're dealing with, okay? Thank you so much. First card, Pluto. Wow. Second card, Pegasus. Third energy, Saturn. Finally, we're seeing Pan. Wow. Okay. So pile number two, I wonder if some of you guys are actually going through a divorce or a breakup at this moment or something. You know, Pluto and Saturn, these 2 cards have a lot to do with cleansing energy. This is about leaving the past behind, right? Ending an old relationship and ready to set yourself free. See, your Pluto sitting in the first house, which is about a transformation energy, letting go of your past, opening a new chapter, right? Burying the dead. And then you go to Pegasus. The Pegasus energy is your personal freedom. It's your setting yourself free, right? That's the reason why I'm seeing that, okay, this could be about you maybe ending a relationship, or you have just ended a marriage, a relationship, or some kind of situationship with someone, and then you are ready to start clean again. And you got Saturn, this card next to Pegasus as well. Again, this could be about that cleansing, that, ending that decision making that you're going to do very soon. But then you got the Pan energy there, which is showing a little bit of fear and a little bit overthinking. I think maybe this Pan comes from this energy of, for example, okay, I know whatever that is not serving my love life is not serving me fine, but I don't want to be alone. But I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to really, just be vulnerable in the future. And so, where's my true love? It's a little bit like that kind of energy is showing up, right? I think for pile number two, right? First of all, I do want to tell you that whatever things that you're wanting to end in your life, or you are ending now in your love life, you are very right about that. Okay, Pluto is usually telling you that even if you don't end it, the universe will end it for you anyway. So whatever things that you are already trying to kind of like rid, right, out of your life, you already know that it's rotten there, and it's better that you do it, right, rather than letting the universe, kind of like charge in and force us to do it. Now, Pegasus energy with Saturn actually tells me that maybe it is important that you give yourself a period of time of your personal freedom. Pegasus, in a good way, is about platonic friendships. I really think that this could be a very good time for our part number two to engage with healthy platonic friendships instead of jumping from the past relationship directly to the next sexual or romantic relationships. This is about making good friends, spending time with quality friends, open your communication, right, and building a very healthy mindset. And this is not for the sake of future relationship. Of course, it could work in that way, but mostly importantly, I think this is just to help you create a healthy and a beautiful life. The Pan card in the 10th house is a little bit about, okay, you might be feeling sometimes, okay, I understand that, I'm going to do that. But then there are certain days you might be feeling a little bit lonely. There are certain days you might be feeling a little bit fearful, right? You might be overthinking, think, okay, but suddenly I just feel like, but where's my guy and where's my girl? It's a little bit like that kind of energy, right? But let's pull a little bit more cards to see this. But also Pan sometimes showing up in a love reading could also be talking about our deep desire for intimacy, right? For example, I mean, at the end of the day, we're a human being. We all have desires, right? Sexual intimacy, we want to be held by someone, we want to hold someone, all that things, okay, that as a part of our human desire. And this pen card can be saying that sometimes there could be that kind of urge, right? Kind of like, just coming up, right? And that could make us even feel a little bit even more kind of like, I don't want to be alone. It's a little bit like that kind of energy, okay? But let's pull a little bit more cards from the Mythic Tarot. It's something that you are cleansing, okay? Cleansing, leaving behind. Saturn, Pluto showing up together. I mean, are you kidding me? Pile number 2, right? All right, so let's have a look, all right? Thank you, universe. We're going to pull 3 cards from the Mythic Tarot, okay? Thank you, universe. First card, the Knight of Wands, okay. Look, pile number 2, a lot of you guys, I can see you are feeling a little bit exhausted, right? Maybe the previous struggle, okay, with love and relationship has been quite burdening for you. And I'm almost seeing you feeling like, you know what, I'm just so fucking tired of it, right? I just need a rest. I can't be keeping struggling with this back and forth, right? And so again, the next love story and the next love journey, that's a different category, right? But I still want to say congratulations to whoever that is choosing pile number 2, because you have had the courage and you've made the right decision to bury something that is not working out for you. Okay. So this 9 wands in here is just some kind of mental exhaustion there. Okay. Healing. Okay. What comes next? King of Pentacles. Wow. If you're a male watching this video, the King of Pentacles could be talking about yourself, okay? This is talking about you needing to take a rest, you needing to rebalance yourself. If you're looking for a male person, this King of Pentacles could be talking about an earth sign male, either sun, moon, or rising. This person, it's very interesting because what I'm seeing is that this person is a friend, okay? It could be, maybe you are a friend now, or you might be sort of like you might start your so-called relationship as friendships, because literally actually in my spread right on the table, this King of Pentacles literally is sitting below the Pegasus, which is about friendship, starting from friendship. Okay, but because we got Knight of Wands sitting together with Pluto, this is also saying that this guy that you're going to not necessarily marry, but you're going to be with, or you're going to have a significant relationship with at some point, he has had a tough past. Okay, he's had a very, very difficult relationship in the past, because we are seeing 9 of Wands with Pluto. Okay, ending the exhausted relationship. So he probably, and I also think this makes sense why this is just a friend at this moment, where when you meet him, you will just be a friend at the very beginning, because this guy is cautious. Okay, he is exhausted from the past. He is not gonna just be jumping into the first thing that he sees. He's gonna understand who you are, what he wants, what is his plan about life. And please, please understand that this is not about you. It's not about whether you are good enough, whether you're attractive enough. It's absolutely not about you. This is about he needing to heal from his own past, right? And also he needs to understand how to, what his plan, let's put it this way, for his own future. Let's put one more card, right? Next to the King of Cups. What is he doing? 4 of Wands. This guy is absolutely trying to re-establish his life. Because the 4 of Wands is a little bit like an establishment, okay? Maybe this guy is trying to buy a new house, move into a new house, build a new house, and finding his own sense of home, maybe choosing the right city while moving to where he needs to move to. Remember, the 4 of Wands on top is Saturn. Saturn, again, is about restructure. Restructure what? Restructure this 4 of Wands. Where is his own sense of belonging? I think for this pile, right, probably it's going to take a little bit time. And the best advice I can have for you, if you're looking for this King of Pentacles, is really telling you that maybe at this moment, just try to be a loyal friend. Try to be someone supportive, and later things will develop by itself. Now, if you're a man watching this video and you're looking for a woman, this King of Pentacles is you. Then this is also telling maybe you are the one doing this now, and maybe you need to take your time to reestablish yourself and to heal from this exhausted past, right? Whatever that ended, that is dead. And so you can set yourself free and to build the life that you want to build, so that you will be able to attract the right person to you. Okay? One more card from the major arcana. Ooh, ooh, we're gonna pull the card from the ground. Ah, wow. Okay, so we got the Hanged Man exactly. Okay, patience, pile number two. Whatever you're looking for, pile number two, I do feel that it's gonna take some time. Okay, try not to rush things. And I actually think that this taking time is not about you. How do I describe this? I don't see you wasting time waiting. Let's put it this way. Sometimes when we are being told you have to wait, we're just thinking, okay, I'm just fucking like wasting my time, right? Twiddling my thumbs at home and waiting for love to come to me. What am I doing, right? I'm no longer young, right? I don't have time to wait. The interesting about hangman is it is a suspension, it is waiting, but there's usually a significant spiritual meaning behind it. For example, in ancient Nordic mythology, a lot of people would see the hangman as Odin, because Odin, the king of the universe, was hanging himself upside down on a tree for 7 days and 7 nights. And the reason was because he was looking for wisdom. And God told him that you will be able to find wisdom if you suspend yourself right on a tree for 7 days and 7 nights. And when you wake up from that meditation, that deep, deep meditation, you will see the answer. And that's the moment when he found the runes. Okay, Rune. If you don't know what runes are, you can do some research about. They're magic stones in a Nordic culture, and that's what the hangman is about. So for Odin, the 7 days hanging upside down was painful. It was frustrating. It was absolute silence and stagnation. But after the 7 days and 7 nights, the result and what you will gain from that suspension is invaluable. Okay. I'm definitely seeing that what you need to do, pile number two, is to give either your time or give this King of Pentacles time for him to come out of this. I don't know, how do I describe this pain, okay, or this suspended energy, and then there will be a much better chance for you. Now also this could be saying that once you come out, once either you as a King of Pentacles or the person that you want to be with is King of Pentacles, when either you or him come out of this situation, everything will be beautiful and you will know that it was all worth the wait. Okay, now let's pull one card from the Citadel Oracle and one card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Okay, thank you, universe. Ooh, what is this? Hercules, strength. Okay, again, inner strength, manage your emotions. Pile number two, I don't know. I feel like a lot of you guys have been going through a little bit just an emotionally difficult time. Yeah, maybe a lot of things are not going uh, fast enough. Maybe a lot of things are not going the way how you are, seeing your life at this moment. The Hercules card tells you that you are stronger than you think you are. You are the Hercules, right? You are able to overcome all those things, but just try not to be emotional about this. Try not to let all this kind of negative emotional pattern overcome you. It's almost like they dominate your psychology, right? And you might just be feeling that I'm unlovable, love never works for me, right? They don't love me, I'm unattractive, right? Whatever negative thinking that you think about. Okay. And the strength card tells you that it's up to you to know how to manage your emotion. And if you need to, remember, we talked about friendship there. What you need to do during this period of time is to be surrounded by beautiful friends. Okay, people who are platonic friendships with you, specifically if even your love interest at this moment is just a friend, that's also fine, right? You can build a very strong friendship with them, and later you will see surprises. All right, one card from um, the Citadel Oracle. Okay. Thank you, universe. The adventure, responsibility, and expectations. Interesting. Now, there is a specific message about this card for a lot of you guys watching this video. Okay. How do I describe this? I'm trying to say this in the best way. Okay, pile number two. be careful with what you wish for. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking whether I should make it more clear with you. I don't know if you have ever gone through that kind of psychology when maybe in the past you think you know exactly what you wanted, right? But later, when you really had it and you realize that shit, I actually don't really want it. Maybe I want something different, if you know what I mean. This card tells you that, okay, you can wish for what you want. You can have your eye on someone that you think is going to be the one for you. But maybe at a later stage, you might change your mind anyway, right? So there's one thing that I also want you to know, pile number one, is that try to see this hanged man, right? It's about taking your time to to see what's gonna happen, right? To assess someone, either you being the King of Pentacles or someone you're gonna be connected with, that is the King of Pentacles. You might have to give yourself a little bit time to really know whether that's something you really want. And if you are the King of Pentacles, you really have to really know that the so-called the style of love, right? Or the so-called idealism, right? Whatever that you're picturing in your mind, if that's something that you really want. Because I mean, at least I don't know about you guys, right? I have gone through that phase when every day I was obsessed about something. I want this, please give me this. And when it's finally come to me after a while, I realized that, oh shit, I don't want this, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So just as a general advice with this adventurous card, I just want to tell you that make sure that you know what you truly want and be careful what you wish for. Now, I'm not saying you should not pursue what you wish for. Okay. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm just saying that take your time to really know whether this is something you really want. Okay. Now, let's have a look at your soulmate traits. Okay. We're going to put one card from the animal spirit. Thank you, universe. What kind of guy or girl is this person? Okay. I believe that a lot of people watching this pile number two, you're probably looking for a man, okay, because you got King of Pentacles in here. But you know, who knows, right? Maybe you are the King of Pentacles, you're looking for a woman. That could also be possible. All right. Thank you, universe, right? One card. The whale. Wow. Okay, first of all, the whale is usually, you know what a whale is, right? A whale is a huge animal. It's probably the biggest animal in the world, I think, right? So one of the things about being a whale is that this person probably has a bigger size, right? This could be about this person extremely tall or extremely maybe they have some like really how do I describe it? They have some strong presence there. You know what I mean? Like for example, you know, if a whale is swimming by, you can't miss it, right? It's there. So this person that you're going to be with, they have this very strong presence when they're in a place. Everybody remembers them. Now, what is even more important about this whale is a whale represents emotional depth about a person. I think whale is also representing the deep healing. All right. So again, I do feel that this person that you're going to be with, they have gone through a lot of emotional transformation. When they loved 100%. When they when they hurt, they were also hurt deeply. Okay, 100%. I think this person is very, very wise. They have learned their past lessons. They have experienced life and death, okay, in their life, and in many, many different sense. Okay, maybe literally, right? They have experienced life and death, and also emotionally speaking, they know how they're feeling. They know how to process their deep emotion. This is absolutely not a shallow person. This is not someone that is afraid to talk about feelings, talk about how the emotion is working with them or working against them. Very, very nice. Okay. So, you know, okay, pile number two, if you're connected with someone and you feel that somehow they are very emotionally closed and they're not really comfortable, you know, processing their feelings, their emotions, you know, that's not the one. The whale is someone who is extremely emotionally mature and intelligent. Okay. Thank you so much, my pile number two. This is a quick reading for you about your love life and your soulmate. If you remember to subscribe to my channel, like and share it, please, yeah, with the people you care about. And I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Bye. Hello, pile Pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining today's reading session. Today, we're going to do your love reading, and you have chosen this picture. If you're somehow attracted to this image, right, this could be the reading for you. First of all, we're going to pull 3 cards from Oracle of the, 4 cards, sorry, from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. So let's have a look at what's happening there for you, okay? Ooh, first card showing up, Mars. Wow. Continue, we're just going to pull from here, okay? Mars. Well, Jason. Oh, okay, interesting. Vesta. And Pan. Okay. Wow, interesting. Okay. So one of the things that I'm actually seeing in here for our pile number 3 is that there could be some potential travel happening for you, because Mars and Jason, these 2 cards sitting together, is about you taking the action to meet someone or see someone for a trip, right? This could be about maybe someone that you like, you're attracted to, or who has a little bit like a long distance thing with you. Because Jason, this card has a lot to do with adventure, right? Travel, getting on a plane, get on a boat to somewhere, and Mars is your motivation. Is you wanting to do something, right, in order to manifest a relationship. However, you got Vesta sitting in the 7th house, which is interesting because the Vesta energy usually is talking about your own energy rather than someone else's energy. See, Vesta is a virgin goddess. She's not like someone who is like Aphrodite, right? She's not a sexual goddess, or she's not really a love goddess. And I think this Vesta could be saying that perhaps you are thinking about either traveling, where you will be traveled to somewhere because there could be a potential person, but it's almost like during this trip, nothing really will happen. Let me explain what this means, okay? When I say nothing really will happen, I don't mean nothing really happens. I mean, maybe you would be expecting a lot of things to happen. For example, maybe during this trip, you're going to fall in love, right? You're going to make a commitment with each other, right? This and that, whatever, okay? Your expectation could also be about, what you're expecting in terms of your, for example, physical intimacy, things like that. But Vesta is not really about that, because Vesta is more about, okay, I'm making this trip, but somehow there's a clear boundary there. You are you, and I am who I am, right? You're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. So, and this could create a little bit of anxiety and worry in you because you got Pan following that. So one of the things I'm feeling about this pile number 3, if you are having some kind of long distance relationship with someone, definitely make the effort for sure, because I can see that you want to make the effort. You are Mars, right? Even if I tell you don't do it, you're going to do it anyway. Pile number 3, this is your sense of action. You want to give it a go. You want to give it a try. So do it by all means. See your boyfriend, girlfriend who is living overseas, right? Or plan a trip with them because you want this to work. But Vesta does tell you that at the end of the day, don't make sure how you want to manage your expectations. Understand that you can do everything you could on your part, but you also have to really trust the universe, right? What is meant to be yours and what is not. And whether, if you are already having someone, let's say you're doing a long distance relationship with someone, or someone is kind of far away from you that you want to connect with, please understand that you can, and you are being encouraged, right, to do things or to make decisions that could make you feel more in peace. Either it's about you literally go there to see them and take a chance, right, to manifest something. But please also understand that there is a divine arrangement there, okay? Sometimes with Vesta, this energy sitting in the 7th house, it also tells you that what kind of healing that you will need to do, okay? Or what kind of boundaries you need to draw, right, when you are spending time with this person. I also feel that maybe the person that you want to be with, maybe they're also kind of like really focusing on their own life at this moment. So for example, if you let's say you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend lives overseas, right? And you make a trip to them, maybe you're feeling that even though they're happy to see you, right? It's not like they don't want to see you, but they're also very busy, right? Maybe they go to work, right? They can't spend 24/7 with you. And you might just be feeling that, okay, I just came here. I thought it's all about gonna be about us. But it's almost like I'm just sitting here by myself and you're doing your own thing. It's a little bit like that. So again, before you go, make sure what your expectations are, okay? But a lot of the people who are choosing this pile, at least at this moment, I do feel that you do need to make a trip. Because what I also feel about this energy is that through this trip, okay, you're gonna get a lot of things cleared up, right? You're gonna understand a lot of the things about your potential partner, right? Or this person you want to be with, or your existing partner who's overseas, and what is their stance on the future, right? There's going to be more clarity, okay, showing like come up like for you, okay? Now, 3 cards, right, from the Mythic Tarot, okay? Thank you, universe, right? Let's get 3 cards. Very good. First card, the moon. Now, this is what I mean by there's something that is a little bit unsure, right, at this moment. Do I go? Do I not go? Should I do this? Should I ask them? The moon card sometimes is about a little bit of confusion that you're having in your own mind, okay? Continue. The lovers, right? So the moon with the lovers sitting together is definitely about you not really sure what to choose, okay? Pile number 3, I think, you're overthinking. If you are single and you are going overseas or you're traveling to a different city because you want a relationship to work, do it by all means. What could be the worst thing happening? The worst thing is they tell you, oh, I don't love you. Okay. I don't want to do this, but thank you for coming. And that's just what it is. Okay. If you're single, if that's someone that you like. Now, the lovers card has a lot to do with your personal choice. Now, there's also a very important message here because the universe is almost saying that it's up to you, pile number 3. You can choose this, but you don't have to. Okay. You can absolutely walk away from this if you think that this is too vague or this is too unclear for me, and I don't have the energy to entertain this. You can walk away from this for sure. The lovers card is also talking about you needing to, for example, take your time to think about how much energy and how much money you want to put into this choice. All right. You will be given choices, pile number 3. You are not going to be forced into a situation where you have to choose someone or you just have to really release it, right? It's all up to you. Okay. Final card. And we got 3 of Cups. Beautiful. 3 of Cups is the energy of friendship. It's also an energy of celebration. Now, of course, in a love reading, we always prefer to see 2 of Cups because that's a partnership. Now, with 3 of Cups, I do think that it's almost like saying, look, pile number 3, if you decide what you want to expect, what your expectations is, you could absolutely have an amazing time visiting this person overseas. Okay. The Jason with the lover tells you that whether you're going to have an amazing time or not, whether you're going to, have nice drinks with this person, right? Dancing or, go to a nice restaurant, right? Things like that. Whether you're going to fully enjoy it is totally up to you, right? But if you have a lot of kind of like this kind of frustrated expectation about, no, it must be in this way, it can't be in that way, we must be committed, right? If you don't give me an answer, then I'm frustrated, I'm angry, then probably you're going to ruin that holiday. So one of the things about this energy really tells you that it's up to you. If you decide to have a great time, you will be able to have a great time. Okay. One more card from Major Arcana. Thank you, universe. Because I can totally see you having an amazing time. Okay. The 3 of Cups is a card of celebration, friendship, saying cheers, right? Raise your glasses. So that's a beautiful card. But again, because it's 3 of Cups instead of 2 of Cups, you might be feeling that. How do I describe it? You might just be feeling that you want it to be more like just about you guys, right? Rather than just hanging out, in a more detached way. Okay. One card. All right. Thank you, universe. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, beautiful. Look, pile number 3. Whatever that you're seeing at this moment, okay, either it's about, okay, but we are so far away from each other, I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know if it's going to work, or I don't know what, if this person loves me or they're just seeing me as a friend or whatever that is. The Wheel of Fortune tells you that you are being taken care of by the universe. There's going to be changes happening related to your love life anyway. Positive changes, by the way. Okay. So if this person is meant to be for you, their situation will improve and you two will naturally become more committed, will become more serious about each other. Now, if this person is not meant to be with you, there will be someone else showing them up, okay, for you. And this is what this Wheel of Fortune is about. Wheel of Fortune is divine intervention. Okay, it's not about a thing that you must control. And that's why I'm saying that, look, pile number 3, I know that you want to control it because you're a Mars. Mars is about, okay, I'm going to take action. I'm going to do it, right? But the Wheel of Fortune tells you, okay, there are certain things you can do, but please have trust toward the universe. The universe will bring this divine intervention into your love life, into your relationship, and make sure that you will get what's meant to be for you in the best way. One card, right, from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Humor. Love this card. Look, this card also tells you that power number 3, try not to take everything so seriously. Maybe some of you guys are a little bit overthinking about the situation. Okay, maybe it's about your existing long distance relationship, or it's about someone that you're connected with overseas, but you are being overly overwhelmed, okay, by their existence or by what's happening between you two. This humor card tells you that, be a little bit more lighthearted, and it will actually help you to have an amazing time, even with just a temporary person. You're gonna look back at this experience, you're gonna feel like, wow, at least, even though that was not for me, but at least, I had an amazing time. I don't regret, right, doing this. But if you take everything so seriously, right, everything has to be about the result, everything has to be about whether this is according to your plan or everything, then you might ruin this possibly happy moment, right? And it becomes too frustrating, it becomes too intense, and it's just too kind of like, rigid, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Sometimes we have to relax and just enjoy the day, right? Enjoy the moment and have an amazing time. Okay. Let's pull one card from the Citadel Oracle. All right. Ooh, ooh, we got 2 cards out. Okay, so we'll just take both of them. The first card, the air, unseen potential and hesitation. Now, this card is kind of interesting because the air is talking about something that is at the very beginning stage. So you could be hesitating, or the person that you're thinking about could be hesitating. But because the air is the future king or the future queen, I do feel that there's more things to grow from this current connection. So one of the things about this, look, pile number 3, I don't think you need to cut this person out. Unlike pile number 2 or pile number 1, I think we did a little bit about, releasing the past and things like that. This is not about releasing the past. Okay, pile number 3. This is about, you need to see the potential between you and someone and have the patience to grow it, even though you don't have the guarantee that it's going to be what you want it to be, but it's worth it. Okay. The next card says the Chiromancer, okay, delivering news and collaboration. This card also tells you that maybe there are certain things that you want to say, okay, to your person, you want to communicate, but maybe they are not really ready to hear it, if you know what I mean. Cartomancer is a little bit like a fortune teller energy, right? Of course, future telling, for some people, they want to know it. They want to know their future. But I don't know. Some people might say, okay, I don't want to see a fortune teller because I don't know. I don't want to know what's going to happen, right? I'm not ready to hear it. I will be ready at some point, maybe, but not now. So I do feel that maybe there's something, it's almost like you are hesitating and you're wondering if you should be very straightforward about it with the person. Maybe you want to declare your love to them. Maybe you want to say to them that, this is what I want. What do you think? Right? But maybe you need to give yourself a little bit time to let it come out more naturally. Okay. Especially because you got the Wheel of Fortune card on top. I think that the divine intervention will create a better opportunity for you to say what you want to say, to create, your beautiful love life. But if you force it, if you kind of like almost like pushing it, right? I must get the answer now. I must know now. I must know what you're thinking now. I must know whether you're feeling about this now. If you're forcing it, sometimes maybe the other person will just give you a no. And it's not because they actually think it's a no. It's just because they're not ready. Okay, hope you know what I mean. Yeah. So with this Chiromancer card, I think that I understand that there are certain things that you want to say, you want to express, right? But you also have to consider whether your person is ready to take it, to vibrating with you at the same level yet or not. Okay, but the potential is there, so take your time to slowly grow it. You'll be surprised in the future, and also have a very strong feeling that whoever that you are thinking about at this moment, yes, this person is worth your time to grow, okay, your connection with, but there will be someone else for you anyway. So it's very possible that after a period of time, you will realize that you have two options. You can either choose this one that you've been thinking about, or there could be someone else coming in and offering you what you want. And because again, you got the lover's card, you know what I mean? There's always gonna be some kind of choices on your side that for you to choose from. So no worries. All right. Thank you so much. And the final thing we need to pull is let's have a look at if there's some specific characteristics about your future soulmate, okay? The person that you're going to end up being with. Thank you so much. All right, we're just going to pull one card from the spirit animal. This person is, ooh, we got a bear. Okay, so the bear energy usually showing that someone who is more heavy, okay, on the heavy side. The bear is, no, I don't want to say this is a bear looking person. Of course, maybe this person is a bit hairy, you know what I mean? Because bear is covered with hair, right? So this could be about a strong, kind of like, not necessarily fat, but they're strong, okay? And maybe they're very hairy, right, here and there. Take what resonates, okay? I know that some of my clients think, oh, rude, hairy, oh, that's disgusting. But this is just some people, they are born that way, right? The bear energy definitely showing that this is someone who is not skinny, okay? So I believe that the person that you're going to be with, this is not a skinny person. This is not someone who is kind of like frail or fragile. This person, possibly, maybe they do a lot of weightlifting. Not necessarily like a bodybuilder, but this person definitely, they do some physical labor, right? Physical work, because you need to have some muscle on you to be a bear. Okay, so this could be about someone who is strong-minded as well. It's also possible because a bear card in this specific animal deck is talking about starting spring. Because a bear usually they go into dormant. Okay, they sleep for the entire winter, and during the springtime they wake up and they are ready to come out of their cave, right, to look for food and welcome the new year. This person could be maybe been single for a long time. Let me put it this way. Maybe this person that you're going to be with, they are not like a like a playboy, playgirl, you know what I mean? Like, they date this, they date that, right? And then they meet you. This is someone maybe sort of like in their own zone for a long time. Maybe they have been not dating, right? They have been single for a while because they have been waiting very, very patiently for the right person. Okay. Thank you so much, my beautiful pile number 3. This is a reading for you. If you remember, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. And I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Have a wonderful day. See you later.